Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And one injury for them, they're still pretty close to full strength.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now we'll see how they overcome it.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, at the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. The paint.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Vassell against McDaniels. Randall outside. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Back to Fox. 5 on the clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
He's so quick. The only chance you have against Fox is to give him tons of space.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game now.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. And both free throws good for Fox.
What sets Fox apart is how dynamic and explosive he is. He can take off at any moment in any direction.
Randall draws the double. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Here's DiVincenzo, and he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Barnes against Randall. Barnes, and that's good. And that ties it up.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Wembanyama. Rebound, Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Castle. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Fox finds Vassell. Fox against DiVincenzo.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looks like a schoolyard playground right there. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. And they double up Edwards. Here's Randall. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Outside, DiVincenzo. From the baseline. DiVincenzo on the wing. Over Fox. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
The Timberwolves trail. DiVincenzo driving. Pass to Edwards. He takes it in.
Oh, my gracious.
Oh, just incredible.
That is a monster finish.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
Barnes passes to Fox. Here's Vassell. Let's go with a 3. And they get it back. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Edwards on the take. And Edwards slams it in.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
DiVincenzo against Fox. And a missed layup.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Tie game in San Antonio. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Vassell in at the small. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
the previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's go!
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. That free throw, no good. Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
And the second free throw is good. San Antonio trailing here. Johnson on the wing. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Gobert. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I tip my hat to Victor. Came into this league with insane expectations, and he embraced the pressure and met those expectations thus far.
And he knocks down the first one.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is a big man with guard skill set. He's as unique of a player we have ever seen.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Edwards has got 8.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Edwards taking on all comers.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
And it's Fox penetrating. The shot, no good. McDaniels with some nice D. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Johnson against DiVincenzo, and the shot goes in.
Wonderful touch from Johnson.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Randall. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama, and Castle's subbed in for Johnson. And Randall drops them both. The Spurs have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Castle. Over to the wing. Cornette in the post. Randall's there. Cornette can't hit.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Barnes with it. Randall's in his pocket. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
It's both from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Spurs trail by 3. Here's Harper. Vassell outside. No good on the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ooh, ripped away. McDaniels against Castle. Pass to Barnes. Over McDaniels. Barnes, no good. Minnesota leading by 3. Now here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Gobert showing his skill inside.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harper passes to Barnes. And DiVincenzo comes to help from deep. Harper. San Antonio again missing. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves.
San Antonio foul.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Spurs with some changes. Wembanyama comes in for Cornette, and De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Fox. Wow, Fox gets it done in close.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Edwards with it. Castle covering. Randall, the pass to Edwards. San Antonio with a rebound. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Sinks the tray.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Gobert cleans up the miss.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put it in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Kicks it out to Barnes. No good with the triple. Minnesota leading by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
You can't put up any weak stuff around Wemby. He'll send it right back.
And Fox powers it home.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Edwards. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Minnesota up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Minnesota in the lead. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. And it's Highland in at the point. Randall with the drive.
This is the energy Randall provides. When he's charging inside, he wants to hammer it down.
The Spurs shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Fox. And Fox powers it home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Randall finds Gobert. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. For the tie, Fox with the ball. Highland covering. Ooh, plenty of... And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the...
Previous play is under review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his play...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
The refs take another look, and they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Free throw's good for Fox. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Shoots over Barnes. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by DiVincenzo.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Here's Vassell. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
McDaniels from long range. Rebound by San Antonio. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Fox outside. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Fox with speed.
Yeah, staying right on the ball there. Randall with a nice shot contest, making a difference at both ends of the floor.
The 3, DiVincenzo. Vassell with the rebound. Fox with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. Pass to Barnes. And here's Wembanyama. Oh, it's Wemby!
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Here's Randall. Barnes with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. For the lead. Wembanyama, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Uses the glass on the layup. DiVincenzo's got 8.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Castle. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points. Closer in to the hoop.
Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Castle. Fox finds Barnes. Now Wembanyama. McDaniels covering. Bumped on the way up, but hits it. They call the blocking foul.
Give them credit. They fought hard to get back into it, and now they're rewarded with the lead.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Naz Reid's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Clark is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Takes a 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Barnes. Count the basket. He has 7.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
DiVincenzo against Wembanyama. Reid passes to Clark. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. DiVincenzo can't hit. On offense, here's San Antonio. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside for Wembanyama. The 3 gets rebounded by Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Fox against Clark. The floater, and it's Fox missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Ingles. Miller outside. Here's DiVincenzo. Barnes with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball. No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller.
Oh, boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. The free throw drops for Randall.
2 shots.
And Randall drops them both. It'll count. Can't get it to drop. And so the San Antonio Spurs leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Spurs lead by 6. We've got Jeremy Sohan. Johnson is out there with Harper. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Champagnie at small forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Oh, got a piece of it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right. right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Sohan, the pass to Harper. Picked up by Sohan. Fires, top of the key. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And such a crafty individual. Harper knows where to get his shots.
Kept alive. Randall outside. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Here's Champagny. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's McDaniels. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan. A line change here for San Antonio.
Substitution on the court.
Edwards for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. And the layup is good.
Look, when he's that close, you have absolutely no chance against Wemby.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Edwards for 3. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs.
San Antonio ball.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. San Antonio leading by 5. DiVincenzo with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Fires in the triple.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Outside Wembanyama. Randall rips down the board. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. McDaniels outside. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Sweet move. Cleared away by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Now McDaniels. To tie it up. It's stolen by Fox. Back come the Spurs in transition. Castle fires. 11-footer is good.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Wow, Edwards almost makes it look effortless, like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right there.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Castle. Ooh, Gobert with a steal.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Outside Wembanyama. Now Fox. 1:27 left to play in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. And he slams it down.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Outside DiVincenzo. Randall deciding where to go with it. From downtown, knocks down the trifecta.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
The Spurs have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Now Barnes. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Minnesota with possession here. Now Gobert. Outside DiVincenzo. Randall. Oh, he can't tie it up. That one's no good. Got a piece of it. DiVincenzo with the steal. Now McDaniels. Gobert. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. So he comes up empty at the line. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. To take the lead. Ooh, the three doesn't go. DiVincenzo with the steal. Drives to the hoop. Connects!
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And now, time for our player of the game, Dante DiVincenzo.
guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5, Lito. At center, 7 foot, number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein. At the power forward position, 7 feet 1 inches, number 7, Ted Oakland. At the other forward position, standing 6'5", number 8, Williams. At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shea Alexander. Your Oklahoma City Thunder head coach is Mark Baseball. Another round of applause for Oklahoma City.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Under the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the center position. For the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Here we are, Jim. A battle with 2 of the best defensive teams in the NBA. What's the key tonight?
Well, I think any team that could put together a run is going to be in good shape, because at that point, once you get a lead, you let your defense take over and maintain that cushion.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Minnesota ball.
Edwards with it. Dort covering. Edwards looking it over. Over Dort. That's good from Edwards on the assist by McDaniel.
And when Ant gets to his spot in the mid-range, there aren't a lot of options for defense.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Hartenstein. Randall grabs the board. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Dort. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous Alexander. The shot by McDaniels, no good. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Holmgren. Williams with a clean look. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue chip recruits coming out of high school. But Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Has to go Bear. McDaniels against Dort. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Thunder have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. Looking for the first basket of the game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
He's off on the first. It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face. Back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's SGA. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win.
When a defense is under attack like that, it can get into their head and break their will. I think that's exactly what we saw.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Offensive rebound. Pass to DiVincenzo. The three-pointer, no good.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't just look for his own shot. He's very aware when he needs to move the ball.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now Randall, after the missed three from Chet Holmgren. And there's the call on Lou Dort.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
13 foul.
On defense, Oklahoma City trailing by 5. Has to go Bear. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the shot goes in.
There are few players in this league who attack with that kind of skill and tenacity that SGA possesses.
Gobert finds Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. Edwards got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Williams for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Minnesota leading by 5. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
SGA kicks to Dort. Williams for 3. Williams missing again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And it's Williams with the jam.
Now, what a move by Williams. He put his head down and drove straight to the rim.
It's Edwards on the wing. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Dort. It's good. This game is all even. Dort's got 6 points.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. SGA, that's a 2-pointer. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, that's just skill by SGA. He is so good at reading defenses and understanding when he has an opportunity.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Williams attacking. Gobert with the block. There's the drive. To stop the run. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. This is his second attempt at the line tonight. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
City crew.
moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. Second, the Thunder.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Holmgren in the corner. Outside, Dort, 6 to shoot. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you, Kevin.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Well, that's just too easy for Shea. If he gets that close to the rim, there's no chance.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half. McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Spurs. SGA passes to Dort. SGA double team. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And he lays it up and in. McDaniels got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
It's stolen by Edwards. Inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
For the Thunder, Carlson's checked in, and Aaron Wiggins is subbed in for Dort. Minnesota also with the sub. Mike Conley's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 29 points for him last game against Miami.
And it wasn't just the scoring. His assist numbers tell an even bigger story.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
1:12 left now here in the second. Holmgren goes straight to the defender for the folks. The coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more...
The previous play is under review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology we've seen.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
A chance to check out some stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Free throw dropped for Holmgren.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
And he gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. Thunder have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Conley against SGA. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
Edwards gets to Conley. Edwards getting the close range, too.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Williams can't hit.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Up again. Out to Edwards. Edwards on the bounce. And the rejection by Holmgren. They get it back. Clock at 4. Tries hit again. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Looking to get it going. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Williams.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 5. Step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass. Shaq, that could have been you.
Oh, you need to check your receipts.
And now here's something that is more than enough of.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Jaden McDaniel.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Edwards can't hit.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Gillingham's checked in for Highland.
First team foul. In for Minnesota, number 4.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And now let's check out the league's leading rebounders. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Clark, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Ofer to start the half.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Minnesota making some changes. Edwards has come in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Clock at 6 to end the run. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DiVincenzo's got 7 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
SGA against DiVincenzo. Here's Dort. That one good for 2. Dort's got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
And for all the talk, Tim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter?
Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his three-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing.
And the Thunder making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Holmgren finds Williams. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Holmgren.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Hartenstein with the screen for Holmgren. And that one drops. He's got 9.
And the big man has touch as well. Holmgren has guard-like hands.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Driving the lane, and he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Back to Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post. Williams has got 9 points.
And when the defense is closing in on you like that, you've got to stay confident, and that's exactly what Williams just did.
Edwards puts in the 3.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Mitchell passes to Holmgren. Down low. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Holmgren. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Edwards against Dort. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And he's got his first chance at the line here. With 4 seconds on the clock and foul on the shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Wiggins left side. Over. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead.
In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. They've got Dillingham. Also Dante DiVincenzo's out there. Reed is out there with Clark. It's Berger in at the power forward position.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. SGA's checked in for Alex Caruso. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
And there's the call on Lou George. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Up top, Edwards, defended by George. Here's Randall. Here's Gobert. Rebound by Williams.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
SGA with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Pass to Dort. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Thunder, Hartenstein comes in for Kenrich Williams. And it's Holmgren in for Wiggins. Holmgren outside. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Randall no good. The Thunder leading by 3. Now, here's SGA. Pass to Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
Gobert, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Timberwolves trail by 3 to tie it up. Now Edwards. Now McDaniel. 6 to shoot. Now DiVincenzo. Another shot. Hartenstein with the rebound.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Williams. Here's Holmgren. Toward outside. Layup, no good. The Timberwolves shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. The shot is good.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's SGA.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Count it!
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
Oklahoma City trailing. SGA with the ball. Toward outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hartenstein. It's stolen by Edwards. DiVincenzo. The dunk to punctuate.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. And all for sharing the wealth.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now Holmgren from outside. McDaniels pulls it down. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. It's Randall. Puts it up from 17. Does not go in.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Williams against DiVincenzo. Hilges Alexander. That's in there.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Here's Edwards. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now DiVincenzo. Now Edwards. It's stolen by Jordan. Williams. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back because these guys are very talented and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.